With regards to the agreement between Italy and Libya, I don't think that in all this there is a silver bullet. So it's not a situation where with one decision you solve everything. I think also it has to be taken in the context of the decisions we took here in Valletta 15 months ago or so, and which are being implemented, which we want to see implemented faster. And next week there is a meeting for senior officials that will press on the implementation of those decisions. Obviously, the agreement will help a lot. Will help a lot because there are a number of new elements which until now were missing. The Libyan authorities are asking for assistance in monitoring their borders, not only maritime borders, but also land borders. They're asking for assistance in managing the camps where refugees, potential refugees and migrants are kept. And there is a direct engagement with the tribes, especially in the deep south of Libya, the people who, out of necessity right now, are collaborating with the criminal gangs and raking in, and during the peak of the migratory seasons, anything between 5 and 6 million euros per week out of the trafficking of these human beings. So the fact that there will be a direct and focused involvement at different levels, I think it's an extremely positive signal. Whether it will be enough, time will tell. Just today we had 12 other vessels that left the Libyan shores to the direction of Europe. 2 days ago, 1,400 people were rescued at sea by the Italian Navy. So, and this is just February. So we have to keep on the pressure. I would say that now the next phase, if we see that all this is working, is creating humanitarian corridors, making it possible for people to come to Europe safely without the need to risk their life crossing the deserts and crossing one of the most dangerous seas in the world. So I do believe this is essentially good news on which we will need to keep working. We need to keep, and there is a realization from the Libyan government on the need for a national dialogue, on the fact that it needs strengthening. The relations between the administration and General Haftar are obviously a very key point, which we are not ignoring. So this is not supporting an agreement without knowing the pitfalls that it has, but actually saying this is a step, a very important and unprecedented step that we will support.
Who's the biggest threat to the future of the EU, Donald Trump or Vladimir Putin?
Me. The biggest threat is really and truly we don't acknowledge that right now we're living in different times, in historic times, and we need to get our act together. And simply unity for unity's sake is not enough. We can unite on irrelevant subjects. We can unite on the state of the weather in the Caribbean. That doesn't really make a difference to people's lives. We need a significant debate on the future of the European Union.